Hi everyone, this is going to be a reading where we're going to look into things. It's for all star signs. If you're here, hello, welcome. It is a sign in itself. We have the planets there. So yeah, I'm going to do the reading. We're going to see what's coming through. The title of the reading will give you an indication as to what the reading ends up being about. But also, just wanted to mention that if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do giveaways every single month. If you would like to purchase any personal services, personal readings, or things like that, it's all down below. So there are the readings, rituals to manifest different areas of your life, healing work, black magic removal. There's also prayers, and there's the intention items, which thousands of people have seen results with, so they're super special. The review section of that is at the bottom of my website. There's bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, your wallet, or your purse, various areas of your life, and they are amazing. Well, I mean, you have to kind of try for yourself. That's the only thing I can really say. I get so many emails of people telling me that they work, but obviously a lot of that is confidential, and the ones that I can share, I put them on the community tab on my channel and also on my Instagram story highlights, so you can check out some of those reviews. All right, and let's have a look and see what's going on here. Chaos is going on here, but do you know what? This chaos is also on somebody else's side, from what I'm picking up on, which is why you feel a bit frustrated on your side. I don't think you're the issue here. Oh, yeah, okay. So what I kind of had that reaction because, to be honest, I started talking about a specific card, and then, this card just absolutely confirms what I've just said here. So it's just a confirmation, that what I'm saying matches what, the rest of the cards are going to say as well. Okay, so what is happening here is that a person who has broken your heart, okay, and I mean, they're quite chaotic in their energy. Their life is literally falling apart, okay? They're not doing well. If they show themselves to be doing well, it's all very superficial, and it's them showing, putting up a front and showing, oh, my life is great and everything, when actually it isn't. They struggle a lot. They have a lot of difficulties. They have misunderstandings and troubles with their friends and family members at this time. They are not doing okay. And the Three of Swords clearly shows that. What is happening here is that their life is literally falling apart, okay? Things are not working out well for them. They're having issues with their work. They're having issues with, being committed to projects, or when people are asking them, like, oh, do you want to do this or this? They're just not very strong in their actions, words, and intentions. And so people are like, oh, that's a bit of a problem. And then they get into arguments with them. So I think here what this is actually making them realise is that they're starting to realise your qualities, okay? So this person has clearly done you wrong, let's say, okay? But now they're starting to realise all of those great qualities. You're probably thinking, well, why now, right? Why are they realising all of this now? Well, because they're having issues with other people, and they're not getting along very well with other people. Even if, say, for example, they go on social media and they show that they're hanging around people and having a good time, take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with a pinch, okay? Because sometimes people will show that things are great on social media or great in reality when it's actually not, and behind closed doors, you never know what's happening, okay? Take it with a pinch. All of these issues they're having with other people, and also in regards to work, is making them realise of your good qualities. That's literally what's happening right now. They're understanding that you're so empathic, you're so kind, you are someone that is always very giving and loyal. You are always someone who is wanting to help people and be there for people, and you're a very emotionally validating person, because when someone's going through something, you will just affirm the goodness in them. And I think that that's really quite special, is that you're such a kind and caring human being. And they know that, okay? They know that. They're not oblivious to all of this. They are not, okay? And I think what's really quite significant is because of the amount of issues and traumas and challenges and, things that they've gone through, they find it hard to really understand themselves. But I think as time goes by, they're going to understand more of themselves by understanding that the people around them are actually not really aligned to their higher selves, and also are not good for them. And that's really just, a catalyst for something. Especially with the Knight of Cups, it triggers them to want to come towards you, and that's what I'm seeing here. The only problem I see is that when they come towards you, they don't want you to be on their case. I have to really explain this one, okay? So, okay, we've got a lot of cards that just flipped over. I'm going to take them all, all right? So, don't know how else to explain this. I feel like whenever I get into something really serious, I need to use the pen to like outline something, even though there's like nothing here yet to outline. But they have issues, right, with these people. The reason why they're coming to you is because you don't have those issues. However, if you brought up issues, that wouldn't make them feel good. That's what they're worried about, okay? Are they kind of looking for an escape? Sort of, yes, but they don't want you to bring up past issues because that makes them feel even more uncomfortable, and it just then will make them think more about the people that they were then with, if that makes sense. So the more you are light, bright, fun in energy, to a degree, yes, you know, just standing up for yourself and having those boundaries, but not troubling them on the things that they did towards you in the past, the more they seem to open up to you. This is very important. Now, you might think to yourself, well, then I don't want to be with someone who doesn't acknowledge how they treated me in the past. I don't want someone who just leaves the elephant standing there in the room and doesn't address the elephant in the room for what happened in the past, and they just expect to come in and say that everything's great and amazing right now when they treated me terribly and they're not even going to address that. Well, then in that case, you can move on. This is really important. That's the thing, okay? If that really bothers you, then you must move on, right? That's it. They will open up to you slowly, and then in the future you can address the things that happened in the past. But if you do that straight away when they come to you, they're going to shut the door again. They're in a very sensitive place. I understand you can be as well, but I'm definitely reading on them a lot more right now, and because of this, of course, you know, they take action like quite abruptly, or spontaneously, should I say. And this is really what's happening. I mean, the Queen of Swords here, you know, they really see you as someone who's strong and capable and incredible, but they are scared. They are scared that if you start to then bring up a lot of these emotional things that the two of you went through in the past, or the things that they said and done, and you're trying to then, you know, like really get them, like hold them accountable, they seem to close up in that because they've already been treated in a very similar way where people are like kind of going against them. And I don't mean this that you would go against them, but they just can't deal with so much emotional heaviness at this time. Yeah, they're worried that you'll bring up the past. If you don't bring up the past, slowly but surely they'll actually open up to you from what I see here, because you've got the King of Swords, the Page of Swords. You have got the Five of Swords here as well, and the Four of Swords. Got a lot of swords. Yeah, so the sword energy is very, like, you know, abrupt. It's very, very abrupt, and the King of Swords definitely shows that they're very, like, they're very good in many ways, that they can open up to you and they feel very connected to you, but they just don't want to go over the past yet. Can they in the future go over the past with you and explain things to you? Absolutely, but right now they're still trying to figure themselves out, and they're also trying to figure out who's good for them and who isn't. So when you then bring up things from the past, yes, it frustrates them, yes, it overwhelms them, yes, it stresses them out. It's just the nature of what I see here, and there's nothing you know, more that I can really say in that regard. The Four of Swords to the Five of Swords, they just want peace and harmony right now, and if you can give them peace and harmony and be diplomatic and just be yourself, but still, you know, have those boundaries, of course, but just, you know, just being yourself in that sense, that really just makes them feel very attracted to you. Okay, their life literally is falling apart, and you are like the one person that they can rely on to give them that support and happiness. And the more you can do that at this time without blaming them for what happened in the past, the more they will actually open up to you about the past in the future. So that's just the thing, is that if you want accountability right now, you might not get it, but in the future I think you would, because they would feel so much more comfortable being around you. Yeah, it's a bit of a toxic thing, you know, in many ways, like, oh, they don't want to address things now and it's all about them, but this is just where they're at, and they're just in a very emotionally delicate period and place of time. We've got the Devil here, so yeah, they have their own ways of doing this because they have had, you know, a lot of past trauma and issues and difficulties, and it's been challenging and frustrating for them, and you get my point. But we also have Temperance, and we've got the Ace of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, and we have, what else do we have? Three of Cups. Yeah, so see, they're getting rejected by the people that are around them right now. Is that the only reason they're coming towards you? It's a catalyst. It's a lesson from the universe, where the universe is like, okay, well, these people aren't there for you, so hello, Mr. Person or Miss Person, who is there for you? And that triggers them to then think about you. Ace of Cups is them coming towards you. Two of Cups here. They really do like you and they do care about you, and I think that's going to make them realize that, you know, they do have to put in a bit of effort here. And I think for them, they don't want to be rejected. That's definitely a really big blow to them, because they've already felt so much pain with other people and situations that coming to you, they just want to feel that it flows. And that's the main thing that I do see here. Okay, so their life is not as perfect as you may imagine it to be. That's definitely one thing. They're feeling hurt and sad over how they've treated you, but they don't want to go back into all of that, because it just opens up, it digs into the wound even deeper, and it's just not a place that they can handle at this time. You do make them feel great, you know, that they've met somebody like you. As they go through more issues with the people that they're around, they realize just how great of a person you are and have been. The shame that eats at me for how I've treated you, it eats at them, but they don't want to be constantly reminded of them, because it just makes them feel worse. But, you know, they'll bring it up in the future. So this is your reading. Now, of course, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I always give an affirmation of this reading, and you know, I feel like the affirmation here is, well, prove it. Prove it. Right? Prove it. Through the actions and words, the words of affirmation here are prove it. So it's a sense of like, okay, well, your life is falling apart and you're coming to me, then prove it. So comment it down below. Don't forget to also check out the description box of this video. You know, everything is there. And I also have Instagram and TikTok. If anyone wants to follow me on there, feel free to do so. And I'll see you all very, very soon. All right, take care, everyone, and see ya. Bye.